Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse and welcome to Evil Friday. So, tonight, if all goes well, we should play with evil villains. Although, a bit later, if we can, we will try to go play some bounties. So, you could join us for the bounties, even if you are not an evil villain. So, give me a second to finish setting things up on my end. And also, I guess I should wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Although here in the Big White North, Thanksgiving doesn't work exactly like it does down south. We had the Thanksgiving already some time ago, but we still celebrate some aspects of Thanksgiving, like Black Friday. So let me finish setting things up on my end. I'm not sure if we're going to get our friend Flashpoint Batman. Again, it is Thanksgiving, so I'm sure a lot of you guys will be busy with whatever celebrations you have on down south, or even up here. There's still people that celebrate Thanksgiving up here. Hello, Mr. Easy Droops. So guys, if you want to join the group, send me a tell and I will invite you to group. What we might do though, oh, that's a pretty cool looking super scroll. Let's give a little bow to everyone because why not? The sale will last until Monday. And Monday they will add also the allies to the sale, which they don't have right now. Hello, Mr. What's up? We're pretty good today. Hello, Mr. Lone Wolf. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. It's all right if you only have heroes. That's why we have Evil Friday only once a month, as opposed to playing every week with heroes. There's not that many villains, sadly. Yeah, come by, Barthon. We'll play with you, whoever we can get. Sorry, I'm trying to invite our friend Def Wilson to my league, and I can't for some reason. We'll figure it out a bit later. So today we will play some Save the Universe missions, and afterwards, if all goes well, we should be able to go play some bounties. Let's see if we can invite our friend Uman Rebirth. So we're going to wait a bit to try to fill up the group. Worst comes to worst, if we don't fill up the group for whatever reasons, we'll play with the amount of people we have. Oh, there's Into Dark Side. Yeah, I know, Uman, you're Ultraman. We're just having a bit of fun. It's okay, Dark Side. We'll figure it out. If somehow we cannot play the Save the Universe missions because we don't have the people high enough, well, we'll play something else. Step by Alley. Well, we're only missing one more person. So yeah, if any of you guys want to join, I come by. But we're missing one person for the group. The CR290, technically you can get it anytime you like, but it's going to cost you 50 bucks. On Monday, it's going to be 50% off, so it'll cost you 25. Oh, I understand, Uman. I understand the issue with naming characters. Don't worry about it. Blue Frost Pimp is asking what's going on with the monthly pass. I think there's some issues. I saw some people were trying to subscribe and somehow they keep on getting an error message. I have no idea why it does that. Also, it does that sometimes on PC, not so much on PlayStation. So it might be a bit easier to play on PlayStation than on PC. Yeah, it's double source marks this weekend, actually the whole week. No, it's not free for Thanksgiving. It's 25% off. Actually, it's 50% off. Hello, Mr. Payaso. We're pretty good. We're pretty good. Sorry, Brew Frost, if you're 14 days behind. Yo, Bard, we'll see what we can do about the mission requests. Yeah, sadly, the days you missed. Well, you should be able, once you do subscribe, you should be able to collect any days you did log into. If you did not log in, then, oh, step by Ali. Let's see if we can invite I Ultraman. It says player not found. We're playing on US PlayStation and US PC. So if you play on European servers or if you play on Xbox, Ultraman, I can't invite you. Hello, Winterman. Hello, your Brothon. So we're missing just one more guy. We'll wait a couple more minutes. Thank you, Blue Frost. Favorite hero? It has to be the Batman. I kind of like others like Flash, Wolverine, Daredevil. But if I had to choose, yeah, I would take Batman. Oh, let's try again. There we go. Yeah, yeah, I understand your issue with the Batwoman TV show. Uh, I stopped watching it a long time ago. I still keep track. Like, there's always people who talk about it in various YouTube videos and stuff like that. But I have to admit, I pretty much gave up on Batwoman quite some time ago. Actually, I pretty much gave up on all the CW TV shows. I have to admit. So let us. I don't know if we can change the difficulty. So let's start right now. I haven't seen the Flash season 8 just yet. I saw a clip or two on YouTube. Uh, from what I understand, they killed Joe West, or is that a misdirect? If they killed Joe West, holy crap, they pretty much killed the last. Actually, nah, I was going to say if they killed Joe West, they killed the last good character of the show. But the last time I saw a few clips by Joe West, they literally destroyed that character. It's sad to see. Yeah, they saw we saw Black Lightning at the end. I saw a clip where they are in the Hall of Justice, and we see Black Lightning joining Flash in the Halls of Justice. I don't know if they're going to make a sort of Justice League crossover. That Joe is dead. Yeah, I'm very sad to hear that. Joe was one of the good characters of the show, but then the last, at the very least, the last season, they ruined the character. It's a bit sad. I remember Joe when way back when he was playing in a TV show called Law and Order, and I really liked him back then. And Joe West could almost pass for the older version of that character. Changing the actress was the least of their problems, and then we saw the original Batwoman actress came out and said that the conditions, the working conditions on the show were horrible, that the people making the show were horrible people, so it's not good. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. Oh, Ultraman, we're still waiting for you to click ready. Your dark side is pretty cool. We can make a pretty cool looking dark side nowadays. We have quite a few options for the headpiece. And also the Omega emblem. It's a nice emblem. I really love it. I guess we need a better skirt to create Darkseid. Way back when Kirby May created the character, he gave him some sort of little blue skirt. I wish we could kind of recreate that. But we don't have a lot of nice skirts in this universe online. It might be a bit weird for me to say that, but we probably need a few better skirts than what we have. Oh, did I fall through the floor? Ah, come on. Warpy time?
I don't typically invite the society into my fortress.
Take two.
The sunstone crystals goes inside the fortress itself. Resistance may be heavy, so watch yourself. Take it slow.
Oh, Woman Rebirth is mentioning that Aquaman exists in the Arrowverse. Is it still called the Arrowverse? At some point we're talking about changing the name, which I remember Stephen Amell saying that it was stupid for them to change the name. I guess it was his ego was a bit bruised because he pretty much started the Arrowverse. Well, getting only one Friday, we have a hard time getting enough villains to play on Evil Friday. There's a lot more heroes than villains, so if we had, let's say we did 1 week hero, 1 week villains, it wouldn't really be fair for the heroes because there's a lot more heroes than villains. And there's sometimes when on Evil Friday we can barely get a few people. There's quite a few reasons behind that. Where do you go to report? I probably missed out some of your tell. I'm not sure what you want to report. There is a report system to be able to report. If you go to the forums, I think there's a section where you can go to report people, or there's the instruction to go and report people. We don't have a healer. It's starting to show. I don't know if one of you guys could switch to healer if it's possible. If it's not possible, don't worry about it. It's okay, Flashpoint. We'll never forgive you. But other than that, it's fine. It's okay, Wobard. Stay the time you can, and we'll be happy to have you. Oh, and Mr. EGD is saying that the Flash Season 8 is good. I might take a peek, but usually what I do, at least for the past couple of years, I only watch the crossover.
Bizarro.
Yeah, it is Evil Friday.
Bizarro hates Brainiac.
Sorry, Flashpoint. There's always next month. I want my days you missed. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Bluefrost. Sorry guys if I don't read all the comment. I'm a little busy trying to fight the forces of Brainiac, and in this case, oh, that was bad. Yeah, sorry, Flashpoint, if you missed out on. I guess without a healer, this one's going to be tough. It's alright, Bard. I'm multitasking too, so I understand. You did not need to find the face, which man, technically all you needed was to send me a tell, and I would have invited you to the group. There's Uberthon who might leave early, so keep an eye open. If he leaves, I'll invite you in. I'll invite the next person to send me a tell in. Ah, that was close. Ah, too close. Oh, Super Scroll is suggesting, yeah. It's okay, which man? It's just we don't have room right now. So once we get room in the group, which man, send me a tell. Like we're going to be able to do it. It'll be a bit more difficult than it should be, but we'll do fine, I'm sure. Decisions. Let's go for the gloves. I thought I should go repair, but we'll see if we can continue like this. Hello, Yafe.
It's Brainiac. He's using sunstone crystals to harvest the very heart of the fortress. We have to break his connection.
It's as you wish, you Bard. If you want to stick around, stick around. If not, Evil Friday is when we play with evil villains, Yafe. I hear something. Oh, there it is. Hello, Sumo.
Roast drang. The flesh of a drang is light and sweet, containing high amounts of protein. Before roasting the drang, remove the poison glands located at throat and the base of the tail. The poison is not fatal, but gives the meat a sour, slightly bitter taste.
Afraid they'll steal your thunder?
Today was a pretty quiet day. We got a bit of snow a bit earlier, but it's not snow that stuck around.
The Phantom Zone is a prison for Kryptonian criminals. Release them, and they'll be Earth's next threat.
You're too late. The process has begun.
Like we had some snow already a few days ago, but it would melt as soon as it would fall down. Today was pretty much a similar case, but we should have some real snow soon.
You've got a bodyguard, Callum.
I'm sending you back to the Phantom Zone, Zod.
We can settle this rivalry some other time. There are more pressing issues at hand.
Brainiac assimilation of the fortress nears completion. Accessing Kryptonian files. File accessed. Jox Ood. How dare you stab his light entertaining? Resistance is futile. The power of the sunstone crystals assures our fate. Attack it again.
Yeah, dinner time will be after this live stream for me. Nothing really special planned. Come on. Yeah, you probably can make a bit of quick buck with legendary alliances right now. Although I don't see that many people use their legends, so I keep on wondering how popular they might actually be. I didn't keep up though with the price of alliances on the broker, so I'm not sure how much cash you can make with those. But 20 million for 5s, that's not a bad deal. And I assume that's legendary alliances you got in game, or did you purchase them from the marketplace?
Impossible.
You broke the broker? Yeah, I can relate to that. Oh, let's go for the mask. Yeah, selling catalyst is a good way to make a bit of cash in DCUO. At the end of the day, sell whatever it is you don't need. Like if you really don't need the legendary alliances, maybe you don't plan on upgrading those allies, then yeah, sell those on another broker. For the Herald of the Black Cape, your best option is the vendor unit 22. I know it's a bit expensive, it's like 70 source marks, but it's the less bad option to be able to get it. You can try to get it as a random drop, but you're gonna have to be lucky to get it as a drop. That's good, Easy Drew.
See that sunstone? Carries the charge for this room. Place it in the resonator and it'll short out any sunstone defenses and open the door.
If you got the cape, you're barred, that's great. There are some older style that drop from Saving the Universe missions, so if you're lucky, yeah, you could get it from there. So I assume that might be what happened. So let's try to clear the path for our friend here. No, no, no. Bad idea.
I am invincible.
I don't know if he can come up here or if he's gonna have to backtrack a bit.
You think to defy Zod?
Oh, that was close. Almost there. So now it's time to defend the crystal. Nope, I lost my little friend here. Let's bring him back. Come over here. Oh. Ah, I can target him. Ah, there we go. Well, technically Dionysium, I can buy those from Constantine. Yeah, I'm not sure why people don't know where to buy them. Although it could be that they don't want to spend source marks to buy them. So yeah, if they want to save up their source marks, then they're going to buy them from the broker or the marketplace if they don't mind spending some cash.
Sunstone construct. Has Brainiac...
Stop, invaders. This outpost is the last bastion.
Yeah, farming for source marks and then buying Dionysium and selling that on the broker. Yeah, that's a good way to make some cash.
Choose the people of Earth over your own. You will die with them.
So let's get this party started. I have to admit, it's the first time I use Diana as a legend character. So I'm not sure exactly how to maximize her just yet, but we'll figure it out. Evil Jor-El. I couldn't pick him up.
I am Kryptonian.
Yeah, you get Dionysium from Constantine, but it could be that people don't want to waste their source marks. Maybe they're saving their source marks for something else. Diana is not free, although we're going to be able to purchase all the allies from Cyborg soon. But they won't be free, they're going to cost like 500 source marks. So that might be what they're saving their source marks for. Maybe they want to save their source marks for the upcoming allies. I have Nubia as an ally on a couple of characters, but I did not get her on this one. EEViLLL. I haven't tried Nubia just yet. I couldn't tell you if he's good or not. Yeah, poor you, Bard. I'm gonna have to pay my mainframe. From your description, I would say Nubia seems to be okay, but to know for sure, I would have to try it out.
For you through the fortress's defenses. You must split your forces if you hope to succeed. You must not leave Zod free. He cannot be trusted.
I know, Father. And thank you.
Be well, my son.
Nubia is not free. I just realized you have to get her from opening 25 Wondrous Time Capsule.
We'll need to split up. The gates to the fortress's power core can only be opened from the other path. Zod, you stay where I can see you.
My group head through the left passage. Everyone else can follow the Kryptonian.
Oh, let's go this way. Yeah, you can get some free stabilizers. So you're gonna have to get some to be able to open 25 time capsule. So just accumulate your Wondrous Time Capsule. And when you manage to get 25 free stabilizers, then yeah, open those time capsule and you'll get her for free. I don't know if I have repair bots. Let me look it up.
Power Girl, attack.
Nah, I don't think I have repair bots on this character. Sorry, guys. I'm not sure if Nubia. Oh, actually, someone has a repair bot here.
Affirmative. I serve Brainiac now. As
I never
you
buy
shall.
repair bots. We get some from Time Capsule sometime or from Booster Bundle. So I never had to buy some. I always get more than I actually need.
Yes, Brainiac. Time for re-indoctrination.
I guess stick around. I will try to show you Nubia a bit later. Not sure why. There we go.
Supergirl. Attack.
Well, they don't take that much space, but yeah, I understand. If your bank space is limited, yeah, I understand. If you need the room, yeah, you delete them.
It's amusing that you believe
Yes,
you can
Brainiac.
stop me.
I am your herald. Surrender now or suffer. Your wills shall be broken.
Yeah, if you want to leave soon, Easy Drew, I can't stop you.
Bow, Earthling.
Yes, Brainiac. Regrouping.
You will tremble.
Sure, Easy Drew. Shoot. The worst that can happen is that I say we're not doing it. Unless doing it is the worst that can happen, I suppose. So guys, if you want to go repair, go now. We'll wait a bit. I wouldn't mind visiting bases, Easy Drew, but I wouldn't rate them. I did that with styles at some point. Like people would ask me rate my style, and when people do that, usually they expect you to. Usually when people ask you that, they expect you to give them 10 out of 12. And if you don't, some are unhappy. Like there's a style at some point I gave them like a 7 out of 10 or something, and they were not very happy about that. So I don't, no ratings, no more ratings. In theory, it is, yeah, it would be a good idea. Sadly, in practice, it doesn't give. The result is not worth it. It's the same with giveaways. Often you guys will, there's some of you guys sometimes that will suggest, or even yesterday, the day before, one of my league member was asking for me to do giveaways, and the answer has to be no, because it creates too much issues. The last time I did a giveaway, like there's two guys, I gave a Green Lantern set of gear and a Green Arrow set of gear. And there's two guys that were very happy. The two guys that got the set of gear, They were very, very happy. There's like 100 people that were not too happy about that. They accused me of that it was a scam, that I gave it to my friends, and so it was a bad idea. And at the time, I had like 1,000 subscribers, so it's roughly 10% of the subscriber base that was not too happy that I did a giveaway. So imagine if I did that now, I'd have 2,000, 2,500 people unhappy just to make maybe one person happy, the winner of the giveaway. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. There's a Obsidian Shield did a giveaway not too long ago, and sadly he learned the hard way that doing a giveaway not a good idea.
Pathetic earthling.
So I guess everyone is back.
I'm going to enjoy this.
There's a new god Darkseid who's asking. Oh. There's new god Darkseid who's asking which Spider-Man death was sadder, MCU or Into the Spider-Verse. I would say MCU. Well, although they weren't really sad. For the MCU, everyone knew that it was not going to stick. We knew that there was a Spider-Man movie coming up. So yeah, Spider-Man died in the MCU, but we all knew that it was just a short-term thing.
Being the villain, I get to do things like this.
Oh,
Earth's heroes and villains working together? Ha! All will fall to Brainiac.
I couldn't bring him back.
I'm going to get rid of you once and for all. How dare you? Back off. I am invincible.
The exobytes inside you will be ours again, human.
Stay out of my
Sorry, Robart. The guy to repair is right at the start. I'm not sure what else to tell you.
to do better. I've got something you won't want.
I can't believe Brainiac had me under his control. Thanks, everyone.
Too much chatting, that's what happens. Sure, Witchman, once we leave the mission, we'll see who sticks around. Shards of crystal are so highly priced. Probably, it's been a while since I took a look at the broker for some of those items. So I would have to look it up, but yeah, I'm not surprised if the shards are a bit expensive. No Gods Dark Side is asking, are you going to watch Marvel Zombies? I don't think so. We'll see, maybe, but I don't think so. I guess the trailers will have to convince me. 30 million for the crystal? Yeah, that doesn't really surprise me. Our friend Yobard has a hard time finding the repair bot. He's literally right here, Yobard. If you can look at the screen, is literally right where I am pointing on the map. So you can't really miss it. He's not exactly at the entrance. He's in the big room once you enter, right here. And I don't think it's a robot. I know there's a new 30-second TV spot. I assume that's what you're talking about, the Witchman. I haven't seen it yet. So you're Bard. Are you finding the robot? Yeah, usually, yeah, you get someone to either a robot or NPC that will allow you to repair. Oh, okay, our friend Bard got it, so we'll just wait for him to come back. So this should be a rough fight. Oh, I'm not sure why. I think our friend Ultraman has some broken gear. Well, let's see. I'm not sure why I did not see him in group. It doesn't show me if his gear is broken. Oh well. Yeah, I guess the Oracle Ally would be useful today for some people. Maybe next time. Yeah, Easy Drew. Making a win manner is easier than it's ever been. DCUO collection, there's quite a few. The collections for the upcoming Legion of Doom, these look pretty worthless. The collections for the House of Legends were worthless as well. So yeah, there's quite a few. Sometimes you gather collections and then you're hoping to get some good stuff and you end up with garbage. Oh well. So I guess everyone is here, so we're good to go. So let's get this party started.
Kal-El, Lex Luthor, Exobyte data slaves.
Hello, Jade.
General Zod. I am impressed by your ability to survive thus far. My assimilation of this metahuman nexus is at hand. For these sunstone crystals create a matrix that no meta power can escape. Thus, the knowledge and technology of
Ideally, I would prefer to have a fire tank to fight the evil Brainiac, but too late, too late. And maybe next time I'll try to bring my friend Brimstone instead.
You have delayed me long enough.
Oh, that was better than I remembered. Let's try the other one. Oh, I guess we got it. One of the reasons why some of those collections were worthless, like some of them would give you like 5 source marks. That was a waste. In other cases, they would give some catalyst. For the catalyst, I'm on the fence. They might end up being a bit useful, but yeah, I kind of prefer when we get collections. Holy crap, people are falling like flies.
This fortress is part of me. Your resistance.
When we get room, Witchman, I'm not going to kick people out. And I'm not going to ask them to leave either. We'll try to do it with the characters we have. It's okay, yo Bard. Thanksgiving was fine. Over here, it's not really. Thanksgiving was a few weeks ago.
You will fall to Brainiac.
So we don't have a Thanksgiving quite at the same time as you guys in the US.
Once I have assimilated the Sunstone
Oh, I guess we're good.
one by one, you will fall to Brainiac.
Evil Brainiac.
None can withstand the might of Brainiac.
It's okay. Thanksgiving is pretty much a US Canada thing, I guess.
Damage sustained. Performance impaired.
Thanks, Witchman.
Once I have assimilated
I'm glad you guys like the
Sunstone
content.
cores,
I have to admit, I've fun creating it.
Kryptonian energy will bolster
Way back when I started the channel, I had no idea if I would have 5 subscribers or 5,000 or 5 million. But so far, I'm very happy with how the channel is progressing, and it's all thanks to you guys.
integration.
Thanks for the thumbs up, Witchman. Much appreciated. You're so nice, Easy Drew. I try to create new content every day.
Stand the might of Brainiac.
But once in a while, I have to skip a day or two. Although sometimes also I'll... oh, we got the Kryptonian Flex suit. That's nice.
I thank you, Luthor, Caleb, for freeing me from the
I got it
fatal
twice.
zones
I'm very surprised
so I
by
may
that.
reclaim Krypton's heritage. The Sunstone crystals should belong to a true Kryptonian, not the son of a traitor. With the power of these crystals,
Come
I
back
will
anytime
be
you like, Jade.
unstoppable. Your meaningless resistance cannot prevent me from turning your pathetic Earth into a new Krypton.
So this is the thanks I get for freeing you? You won't get rid of Lex Luthor so easily.
Zod! We've defeated you before, and we will again.
Ha! The...
Sure. If some of you guys suggested the styles for the shaded comic material,
Zod.
so I'll probably make a follow-up video when I get the chance. Just not sure when. Now let's give everyone a little bow and a little thumbs up. Oh. So it was a bit of a bumpy ride because we didn't have a healer, but we ended up doing okay in the end. Oh yeah, Captain America and Iron Man would probably be good styles for that material. Was it stressful, Eobard? I'm sorry to hear that. And for those who do not know, there's this little guy over here you can use to repair.
Each piece of enhanced battle armor is available in
So if you
multiple
need to
combat
repair, the
modes.
time is now. That's okay, easy Droop. Go eat, and we'll be here. So as soon as Easy leaves, I will invite. I have to go back in the Witchman. Tell me, send me the name. Send me a tale with your character, and I will invite. Go away, Bard. Have a good evening. So Witchman, send me a tale right now. So we'll wait a minute or two for some of you guys to send me a tale to invite you. I haven't seen Ghostbusters yet. I heard mixed feelings. The critics seems to be hated, but the audience seems to at least like it, if not love it. So kind of hard to tell. But usually, sadly, the critics are usually on the wrong side. It's sad, but that's often how it is. Oh, sorry, Quantum Fast, if it's late for you. I do it at 5. Normally at 5 should be early enough for people across the Atlantic, and it shouldn't be too late for people. Oh, here's our friend Wikimind. So we will need Wikimind. You're not our ally. We're playing evil villains. So if you guys want to join the group, you have to be an evil villain. That's all right, Witchman. So we'll wait a couple of minutes. Worst comes to worst, we'll clear for the mission, and the game will match us with the other players. So let's see. We'll wait 2 minutes. So in you have 2 minutes, guys, to send us a tell. Oh, Izonite is saying he has 40,000 to spend. Who is treating himself? That's nice. The shoulders. I mean, you mean the Doomsday shoulders? You get them from the Flashpoint vendor. So if you go to the Flashpoint open world map or the Flashpoint, there's also the Flashpoint vendor next to the portal. But yeah, I'm curious to see Ghostbusters. Although here we still have a whole bunch of restrictions for cinemas, so I'm not sure when I'm going to see it. Super Scroll is asking why do people play villains but have hero mentors? They don't. Oh, I guess he's referring to Uyo Barton, who's a I don't know. At the end of the day, we see villain players who have Batman characters. We see hero players that have Zoom characters. What can you do? And as usual, the evil menu lags. So let's see. So let us start the queue. Cover these walls with our evil dead. Yeah, I changed the saying a bit. Yeah, I assume he means iconic. Like, basically our friend Eoberthon is looks like an evil villain, but obviously he's on the hero side. So I assume that's what Super Scroll is talking about. Oh, Cthulhu. Let's see if we can invite him before we get in. If our friend is stuck, all he needs to do is warp. There we go. So let's try again. Sorry about that. Voice glitch. I don't know, Jade. Is there some issue with the voice right now? Can Superman die in this game? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Evil menu. So we still have Wilson. No, I don't do giveaway, Queasy. Sorry about that. If you guys come here for giveaways, you're coming to the wrong channel. I'm sorry to tell you that. It's a question that comes back all the time, and the answer is always the same. No. What is it you heard, Payaso? It's all right. If Super Scroll is playing a Marvel character, he actually Super Scroll is pretty much on point. Wikimind, I can't add you right now. I'm gonna have to do that at a later point. Sorry. You mean when I go to this screen? Queasy, you're not an evil villain. We can only invite evil villains. So I'm not sure why Wilson is not accepting. Jade is asking, is it possible for Batman to be female in the main continuity of DC? That wouldn't surprise me one bit. We had Ironheart, who was supposedly Iron Man for a while, so who knows? Yeah, I talked about that a bit. Basically, there are people who kind of like to play DC characters, who kind of like to play Marvel characters, and you have to understand there's no Marvel MMO right now. So the best option is to join to play this universe online and create your favorite Marvel character. Also, way back when, I thought it would be a good idea. Like the first character I made videos with was a Wolverine character, and to me it seemed like a good idea. Like Wolverine could team up with Batman fighting the evil Joker. Turns out it was a bad idea. I saw clips of Justice League versus Fatal 5, but I haven't seen it just yet. I guess we're in for a long wait. Yeah, they keep on gender bending superheroes. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we have a female Batman, and they're still going to call her Batman as opposed to Batwoman or Batgirl. It's in the cards. Well, Super Skrull is part of the Secret Invasion, so he's secretly invading DC Universe Online. And here we have a cool enough looking Superman. I would say an evil Superman, but he's actually a hero character. So, and Rain can't. I have to wonder if it comes from an actual character. Yeah, they're making a Superman liking more than girls, but I don't really want to talk about that kind of stuff. First, we're gonna get flagged by the evil YouTube, and also I don't care about politics. So when I come to play these games, the last thing I have in mind is politics. So I don't really want to talk about that stuff. So I guess we're stuck waiting. So if someone wants to join, we still have one more slot. That's probably why we have to wait. We're still waiting for someone else to join the group, and somehow the matchmaking doesn't want to help us. There's Rescue, but there's also Ironheart. Basically, Ironheart was created to replace Iron Man. You have to wonder why. Like at the time, Iron Man was arguably Marvel's most popular character, maybe after Spider-Man, and it was by far the most popular character of the MCU. And Marvel had the bright idea of killing Tony Stark and replacing him with Ironheart. You can't make stuff up like that. That's the kind of thinking you have by most comic creators these days. Yeah, let's move away a bit from controversial stuff. I don't know about you guys. Basically, I play games to have fun, and talking about politics, not fun at all. So yeah, I guess we're stuck. We're stuck. Evil game. I guess we'll have no choice. Let's see if we can also cure for something else. We can't. In Young Justice, there's a ripoff Spider-Man. Uh, could be. I haven't watched the latest season of Young Justice, but I wouldn't be surprised. Basically, to create a ripoff of Spider-Man would be simple enough. You create like a young Blue Beetle. Well, actually, there is a young Blue Beetle. Some people can see like a Blue Beetle as a ripoff of Spider-Man. I saw a couple of videos where people would say as much, and they're maybe, but I don't think so. As for young, the armories are never on sale. Yeah, the armory, it's something that Once in a while, the armors will be on sale, but it's a once in a while thing. Thank you, Elon Porter. Much appreciated. That's all right, Jade. Don't worry about it. Yeah, there is the Black Spider, but yeah, he's an evil villain, and he, they probably could have used him. Like when they made the first Suicide Squad, they felt like they had to change Deadshot so that Will Smith could be in the movie, but Will Smith could have been easily Black Spider. And also, we saw a bit later, it could have easily been a Bloodshot. They did that in the latest Suicide Squad movie. They already had a character that Will Smith could have played, but they really wanted to change it. Deadshot. Well, what can you do? Yeah, we're missing one, DC Cheetah. It's kind of sad, but that's how it is. Oh yeah, and speaking of sale, so if right now there is a sale in the marketplace, there's the Black Friday sale. It's not a big sale. Like you basically get 50% off from source marks, from artifact XP packs, and from respect tokens. So if you've been meaning to change the movement style or the weapon style, well, the weapon style I wouldn't waste money on that. But if you've been meaning to change, let's say, the power type of your character, the time is now. What phase are we in? We're in phase 6. So you can come here if you like. You know what? Let's go play the Wonderverse bounties while we wait. Cthulhu text question. Oh, okay. DC Spider-Man is called Sideways. Ah, could be. So while we wait, guys, let's go play the Wonderverse bounties until the mission actually pops. There's no point in waiting and not do anything. So let us go there right now. So let's go to the Patchwork Themyscira map. Yeah, doing Wonderverse would be a good idea right now. Soon Wonderverse will be taken out of the rotation for Endgame. Oh, actually, I guess not. Oh no, Throne of the Dead. Ah, that'll be a nightmare. So we'll come back afterwards. Toxic smoke. Oh, there you are. Pretty cool looking. Yeah, we'll go play the Wonderverse open world afterwards when we get the chance. So if you guys need to repair, do that now.
This is the moment when my destiny truly begins. You are all very lucky because soon you will serve the greatest goddess of all.
Yeah, just as we got in. Poor timing, isn't it?
Well, if it...
How to switch server? It depends. On PC, it's easy enough. On PC, the opening screen allows you to switch easily enough. On PlayStation, you have to set your PlayStation so that you are in one of the regions or the others. So it's a bit more challenging on PlayStation. Oh, we got a healer. That should help a bit. Oh yeah, I saw a couple of cool looking Iron Man. I saw one a bit earlier today. There was also a cool She-Hulk. there's no shortage of Marvel characters, and people enjoy DC Universe Online, and they'll play with the characters they like. So some people will play with Marvel characters because these are the characters they like. Yeah, I did mention that previously. Yeah, that is true. I guess you were paying attention, Easy Drew. I feel a bit stuck in the middle. There we go. Well, you can, for quite some time, you've been able to create a pretty good-looking Iron Man in this Universe Online. So I'm not really surprised if people are creating Iron Man type characters. That was not good. That's all right. Yeah, the classic tech headpiece is pretty darn close to looking like Iron Man. Sorry guys if not paying attention to the chat. Oh, our friend went down over here. Oh, I'm glad you were able to get the Protege chess piece. It's a nice chess piece. Oh, we lost someone. So is there anyone who want to join? I guess not. Yeah, the Cloak of Hades is a nice one to have. I'll do it clips with a lot of stuff, but yeah, if you get the right style, yeah, I can see people enjoying using it. Almost there, still on target.
Oh, Aries, Hades, come out, wherever you are.
You are awfully demanding.
Oh, speaking of the cloak.
Guest. You have no idea how demanding she can be, Uncle. But this isn't the time for reminiscing.
That's all right. Which man? We'll try to manage.
With your sword.
You are such a
fair warning. Never played this mission as a tank, so it probably won't be pretty.
Strike me. Yes.
So I'll try to take care of the essence if you guys can try to take care of the mob. Oh, I think the essence seems to be down.
Laughable.
I guess I missed the dating game. I don't understand what the joke is. Yeah, Aries is a tough one. But I'll try to take care of Aries if you guys can take care of the mobs.
Feel the thirst for war.
Evil camera. Oh, we have the essence here.
Immortals don't leave.
I'm not sure what the status in the game was. I don't think so. Technically, the DC Universe Online is its own universe. So things that are true in the comics or in the movies are not necessarily true with DC Universe Online.
Again. Laughable.
Oh, the evil Aries is on his knees.
For war.
Oh, that's alright, Jade. Come back next week, we'll be there. Yeah, pretty much. For quite a while, it pretty much was a pre-Flashpoint Earth. But at this point, it's a mishmash of pre-Flashpoint and post-Rebirth, I guess. Actually, it has a bit of a New 52 as well. So at this point, it's pretty much a mishmash of everything.
Yes.
Oh, the Essence. Yeah, in theory, DCUO is its own thing, but it does have a lot in common with the classic DC universe. Yeah, Oracle is still Oracle, at least for now. But that might, I wouldn't be surprised if that changes at some point.
Again.
Let's try to get rid of a few mobs.
Laughable. Feel the thirst for war. Feel the thirst for war.
The Dark God headpiece.
Yes.
Oh, if it's the one I'm thinking about, you can get it for 100 source marks. So, but I saw it a bit for like 30 million at some point on the broker. So, depending on when you look, it might be a bit more expensive. Oh, that was not good.
Strike me.
Again.
Laughable. Yes.
We'll get there someday. Stay on target.
Feel the thirst for war.
Ah.
Strike me.
Let's hope he forgets who he is. Um, yes and no. The Night of Vengeance Scowl is a nice one, but for some style it doesn't work as well as the one on the marketplace. Personally, I would get the one on the marketplace, but the Knights of Vengeance is a nice looking headpiece anyway. The neck is a bit big for some of the styles. So the Knights of Vengeance clip with a lot of styles, like it clips with the Stalwart Defender style and others I probably failed to mention.
Yes.
But listen, if you don't mind spending $2, buy the call from the marketplace. But if you really don't want to spend cash, then yeah, get the Knights of Vengeance. Both options are really good options.
Again.
Oof, that was a long one.
You have changed, Circe. Your deceit is backed up with strength, power. Power enough to think you can insert yourself into our plans.
Worry not, nephew. There is no return trip for these wayward souls. As always, death is the inevitable ending. Come, my shades, and punish these mortals for entering my realm unbidden.
Then if you cannot buy from Marketplace, Aries, that's fine. Buy the Knights of Vengeance. You'll be happy with it. It's a nice cowl.
Immortals, don't.
Yeah, round 2 or 3. I lost count. No mercy. Strike first. Strike hard. No mercy. Ah, that was a great show. Especially the first season. I love the scene with Miguel when he says, it's no lame masquerade, it's Cobra Kai. And then there's a big fight in the cafeteria. Ah, that was a fun bit. They really struck gold with that reboot of Karate Kid. Ah, thank you, Witchman. Chilling is good.
All who enter the underworld must be judged.
Yeah, I watched The Walking Dead until the middle of the 3rd season, maybe, and I hated the show. Best and worst power tank for you? For me, the worst has to be Rage, because I don't master the Rage Crash mechanic just yet. So yeah, the worst tank power to use for me would probably be Rage, and the best I would say Fire. Fire allows you to heal yourself pretty much indefinitely. Well, The Walking Dead, too many episodes were filler episodes. They would repeat the same scene over and over sometimes. I don't know how many times we saw the scenes between Rick and his wife, I forget her name. And sometimes you would get the scene with the two of them, and then an episode later you would get the same scene again, thinking that we already did that last episode. So I don't know. I really hated that show. The one good thing I liked was the Sophia reveal, but it took a whole half season to get there. Like they lost Sophia, and then they wasted like 6 episodes on the farm, only to realize that holy crap, she was on the farm all along. So the reveal was a nice reveal, but nothing happened in between. Breaking Bad, I didn't like Breaking Bad. I know a lot of people love that show. It's really not for me. I love the character of Walter White, but I didn't like the show overall. I think Maggie is still in Walking Dead. I saw there's this guy I watch once in a while, Man of Recaps, and I seem to recall seeing that Maggie was still in the series. So she's one of the characters that lasted a bit longer than the rest, I suppose. But yeah, they lost a lot of good characters, and sadly sometimes they lost good characters because of stuff that happened outside of the show, like what was his name? Yeah, Negan seems okay. Daryl was one of the good character, and he's been there pretty much from the start. But nah, I gave up on those show quite a while ago. I tried some of the others, like Fear the Walking Dead, and then another one, which title I completely forget. The Spawn animation series was okay. There's a lot of things that I didn't like about the Spawn animation series. I used to work in animation, so let's say I have a different perspective on animation than most people. But the TV show was fine. I'm one of the few people that actually like the movie. I thought the movie was a good... I thought it was a good B movie. But it's strange, like when the Spawn movie first came out, people actually liked it. But then at some point, there was a shift that happened, and all of a sudden, nobody liked the show anymore. So, I'm not sure. Not sure exactly what happened. But the movie went from being a pretty cool movie to something that people hated. The Punisher, it depends.
Now, mortals, I shall become your judge.
Oh no, he's going to judge us.
You cannot hurt a god. This thing's perfect.
Yeah, Shane was a pretty good Punisher. I kind of liked him in the second season of Daredevil, but in the first season of the Punisher, I didn't like that season. And season 2 was even worse. I only watched half of season 2 and gave up on that. But yeah, Shane was a good version of the Punisher, but the Punisher was made by people who obviously didn't like the character very much. So they tried to make it into not the Punisher.
Meaningless.
Why'd you want to send my soul to the underworld? You're so mean.
Do not anger aren't you?
Oh.
You've earned my death empowers me. You are mine for eternity.
Evil ladies.
How dare you!
How dare you indeed. Oh, okay. If that's what you meant, it's fine. I'll forgive you. There's been a lot of talk about Spawn. At some point, they were talking about doing a new show. They were talking at some point about making a show about Sam and Twitch. Last we heard, they are going to make the Spawn movie, or at least they're supposed to, and it's going to be directed by Todd McFarlane himself. Is it going to happen? We don't really know at this point. Although with King Spawn was pretty popular from what I understand not too long ago, so that might give a boost to future potential movie deals. As far as I recall, Angela was in the movie. She was like in one scene. It was a throwaway scene. In the TV show, it's been too long. I forget. Was she even in the TV show? That was bad. See, that's what happens when Brick dies and you don't notice.
As each of you fall, I become more powerful. Meaningless. Nephew, we must work together to end this heresy.
You need not fear these mortals, my dear uncle. It is my blade that will conquer death.
Aries is so
I appreciate
mean.
your help, Circe.
You would do anything for power, wouldn't you?
Birds of a feather.
Diana. Well, if this isn't one big happy reunion.
Whatever you are up to, Aries, I will stop you.
My dear.
For the cliffhangers, I saw the series like in one go. Probably saw it on DVD or on streaming. So it didn't matter if there was cliffhangers or not.
Plan. Isn't she, Aries?
Our plan?
You know you want me to join you.
This could be interesting. But first, get her out of here.
So long.
And for leaving us on a cliffhanger, a lot of series do that. So there's never any guarantee that a TV show will show you the whole storyline.
The underworld is nice, but I've got my eyes on the penthouse.
Let's give a thumbs up to everyone.
Victory is assured.
Life
Like
is
for
one crushing defeat after another until you
basically for the cliffhanger, it doesn't really matter so much because at the end of the day, you have the TV show. So if you want to see what happens next, just read the comics. We don't know what the daily rewards for December will be just yet. I assume we'll find out on December 1st. Last time there was no announcement, and I don't expect them to give us any at this point. Yeah, I knew Spawn series would be nice, but there, last I heard, there was no real plan for that, as far as I can tell. So I think, guys, we're going to stop it here for today. Let's go back to the House of Legends. No, if the test server is down, I assume they're making some sort of patch. With the test server, sadly, when it is up, it is up. But if not, it's not. There's no miracle there. You can't really rely on the test server. Normally, they put it up just when they need to test something. Right now, they're testing episode 42. I was hoping to make a video about it earlier today, and somehow wasn't an option. And also, I wanted to make an update, an allies video. Oh, we have a nice Cthulhu. Let's switch to our DPS. Pretty cool version of Cthulhu. The cheetah is pretty cool. I saw a similar cheetah on the DCUO forums. I'm starting to think it might be the same. So sadly, it's getting a little bit late. So it's going to be time for supper, I assume. So we're going to stick around for maybe 5-6 more minutes. If you guys have any questions, the time is now. So which man is asking favorite hero or villain? A hero for DC would be Batman, and for Marvel, probably I kind of like Daredevil. I like Wolverine. I like some of the more popular ones. But yeah, Daredevil probably would be my number one at this point. For villains on DC, it's Darkseid. It has to be. And for Marvel, Doctor Doom. Yeah, our friend Cthulhu is mentioning that Angela was sold to Marvel. It wasn't so much that she was sold, but there were some issues between. Well, not actually, she was sold. There were some issues between Neil Gaiman and Todd McFarlane about creating Angela. And as soon they went to court, and eventually Neil Gaiman was able to he got Angela and a couple of other characters, I forget which ones, and then he turned around and sold them to Marvel, and now Angela is Thor's sister. I didn't read the storyline, so I might be off, but from what I understand, yeah, Gaiman got the character, sold it to Marvel, and she became like Thor's sister that no one knew about. The Paradox Energy Uplink device, not sure. I would have to look it up. Adding a new weapon, I have to admit, I don't think we need any more new weapons. Isidrope is saying Bane is his favorite. Six String Grace mentions Archangel. But Archangel went through a lot of changes. Basically, way back when, they didn't really know what to do with the character. A guy with wings that can fly. It worked well enough in the 60s, maybe even in the 70s, but by the time we reached the 80s, it was one of those silly characters that people didn't seem to like very much. So they tried to reinvent him in the X Factor comics as at first they turned him into Death, one of the four horsemen of Apocalypse, but eventually they turned him into Archangel. Basically, it was Death, then Death Angel, then Archangel. It was a convoluted way and also At some point, they gave him mechanical wings. He went back to his feather wings, and then he switched back and forth a couple of times. At this point, I lost track. I don't even know if he has his angel wings or his mechanical wings at this point. Oh well. We're in phase. We're just about to leave. We're pretty much done for today. So next week, let's talk a bit about the next week. 6 String Grace says he liked the X-Men version before Apocalypse. Yeah, I can understand. There's yeah, we already have a bad girl in DCUO, but with the multiverse, we could have more than one. V is mentioning he hopes they make a Marvel Online. For that, we'll have to wait and see. We've been there before when they first announced Marvel Heroes. A lot of people were hoping that it would be better than DC Universe Online, that everyone would leave DC Universe Online to go play the Marvel game. Nothing like that happened. The game was disappointing, let's say at best. Uh, and basically, they you would have thought that at the very least they would create a game like DCUO with Marvel characters, but they went way back and they tried. I guess they tried to create a massive multiplayer on the cheap by making it like a Diablo game. Do you like DCEU? Not really. It had potential. I kind of like Batman, Ben Affleck as Batman. There's a few things I kind of like, but overall, nah, I don't. I don't like Man of Steel, and I didn't like Batman versus Superman. And I remember when I saw the first 15, 20 minutes of Batman versus Superman, at first I thought, oh, because the critics, let's say people were very hard with that film. And at first I thought, oh, people are crazy. This movie is actually pretty good. And then it went down the drain. So I'm really not a fan of the Zack Snyder DC Universe. But sadly, whatever plans they had to replace that are even worse. So not too much of a fan of this DCEU right now. We'll have to wait and see. If they do manage to make a good Marvel game, and yeah, I could see myself playing a DC Universe Online and Marvel Universe Online. Or why not? But with Marvel games, we've had promises before. The only saving grace with this upcoming Marvel game is that it's pretty much made by the same people who made DCUO. So if they make a game like DCUO but for Marvel characters, then yeah, I'll be there and I'll play that game. Uh, at this point, we don't know what it's going to be. If it ends up being like something like Marvel Heroes, nah, I'm not going to play that. The Dark Knight's Batman are pretty cool. There's some pretty cool ideas in there. Oh, I'm sure in the multiverse somewhere the Killing Joke did not happen, but we're not there just yet. Did you watch Zack Snyder Justice League? Yeah, I watched it. I didn't like it. The pacing was off. The rhythm was way too slow. It was very self-indulgent and I would say even a bit pretentious. So I wasn't. Uh, I didn't like the Justice League movie, and sadly, I thought the Justice League we got was actually better than the Zack Snyder version. But I understand if you're a Zack Snyder fan, yeah, you probably prefer the Zack Snyder Justice League. But for me, Zack Snyder Justice League was a bit pretentious and self-indulgent. And I don't like the Flash. Ezra Miller is a Flash. I really don't like him. Aquaman was a nice surprise. I have to admit I wasn't really a fan of Jason Momoa. But as Aquaman, actually, I liked him. I thought he was a likable guy. And then with the Aquaman movie, he was even better. So I really had fun with the Aquaman movie. With the DCEU, there's probably two movies I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed the Aquaman movie, and I kind of liked Wonder Woman. The third act was a mess, but overall, Gal Gadot was charming enough. But I kind of liked that. But that's pretty much all I really liked. Oh, Shazam! I really love Shazam. I almost forgot our poor friend Shazam. But overall, most DCU movie, I didn't like those. Your Barthon is asking about the light stream trail. I have no idea. At this point in time, I have no idea when or if they're going to fix it. From what I understand, it should be part. They've added it to their list of priorities, so they should fix it soon. But soon could mean anything. It could be next week. It could mean next January. Could mean next summer. At this point, we have no idea. Oh yeah, V, I'll give you that. The Steppenwolf by Zack Snyder was much, much, much better than the one we got in Justice League. That's one of the clear improvement that the Zack Snyder version added to the movie. The CR skip discount will be 50%. So right now it's $50 if you try to skip to combat earning 290. So it should be $25 on Monday. Actually, it should be $25 right now. Let's go. No, I can't go. I can show it to you right now, but yeah, it should be $25 right now. Oh yeah, the Marvel Universe Online. The Marvel Universe Online was called the Marvel Heroes, and then they tried to it became Marvel Unlimited, and it had a couple of names like that. But it was they made a Marvel game with the Diablo engine, and it was outdated by the very first second it was released. It was already outdated. So I'm not sure what they had in mind when they created that Marvel game, other than they were trying to make a game on the cheap. That's all I can think of. They did not want to really invest the time and money. So they figured, okay, let's throw a couple of millions those guys. They'll make us a Marvel game, and they made something really really cheap. And yeah, Marvel Heroes Omega. So it was uh, it was not good. I haven't seen the Suicide Squad just yet, so I thought it was a cool idea to use a Starro. I was very happy to see him in the trailers, but I have to admit I have no idea what the character actually is like in the movie. So could be it was pretty cool, could be he's not cool at all. I haven't seen the film just yet. Yeah, the old Steppenwolf. There was a lot of things wrong with the old Steppenwolf. I think I mentioned that in my. I made a short video about the Justice League movie. Basically, it looked the old Steppenwolf looked like there was a level of rendering that was missing. Normally, there's multiple levels of rendering that you add to fine tune and refine a CG project. And in the case of Steppenwolf, it's as if they were missing the final level of rendering. They did a similar thing with the Scorpion King. I don't know if you guys remember that old movie called The Scorpion King with a guy called The Rock in it. And basically, for the Scorpion King, uh, they ran out of time. They could not do the final pass of rendering on Scorpion King. So what we ended up having in the movie was pretty much an unfinished version. And I suspect the same was true with Steppenwolf in the Justice League movie. Odds are they ran out of time or they run out of money. That's also quite possible because they spent way too much money on that movie. And at the end of the day, we got an unfinished Steppenwolf, and it didn't look good at all. Well, the OP necklace will replace. Let's take a quick look. Like right now, the necklace. Oh, wrong character. Uh, yeah, the omnipotence necklace will replace the top necklace we can have right now in the game. So yeah, you're gonna it's gonna be worth it to replace it. But I don't know how much grind it will require. So far, all the omnipotence item, I had to use half a dozen characters to farm for the components to be able to upgrade those items. I assume the same will be true with the necklace. So once we get the new DLC, start farming for the necklace with two, three, five of your characters if you can. If you want to be able to get the necklace at least quickly enough. Yeah, yeah, he did look bad in the film. I played Injustice a bit. I'm not a big fan of fighting games, so I played the game a bit. It was fine. I kind of liked the cinematics mostly. Here, our friend Cthulhu is talking about Storm and yeah. Our friend Cthulhu is mentioning that the sadly Chadwick Boseman is no longer with us, which is a sad thing. He was a young guy, which is makes it even more sad. And so yeah, we'll never see Storm and Black Panther together. But Cthulhu, I don't think we would have seen it anyway. Even before even before Chadwick Boseman passed away, or even before we knew he was sick, they were already planning to replace him. They've been planning to replace him as soon as we got the Black Panther movie. They were already planning to replace him with his younger sister Shuri to become the new Black Panther. Because they sadly they always tried to go one step extra. Like they gave us a black character with Black Panther, and now they had to go for the extra step and give us a black female character. So it was in the cards a long time ago that they would replace Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman with his sister in the movie Shuri, and that's pretty much what's gonna happen. So even if Chadwick Boseman was still with us, sadly they would you would never have seen Storm and Black Panther together. I'm sorry to disappoint you on that front. So I think we're going to be pretty much done for today, guys. So next week, I don't know what the. Oh yeah, we know the bonus week already. Let me give me a minute to take a quick look. Let me check the announcement section to see if maybe there's something else that's been announced that I don't know about. For episode 42, you guys saw me speculate that we might get the episode on the 16th. But Sharon did post a post on the forums mentioning where they're trying to give us episode 42 for December 9th. So if all goes well, December 9th, we will have the Legion of Doom DLC. I'm looking at the current incoming session right now. We don't have an official date just yet for Legion of Doom, but it seems that it might be December 9th. I assume we'll get a confirmation soon enough. The winter seasonal will be also December 9th. So if all goes according to plan, we'll get the Winter Seasonal and the Legion of Doom DLC at the same time. Right now, the Legion of Doom DLC is on the test server, but the test server was down today. So probably this week, if you want to try the test server, the new DLC on the test server, you may have to wait for this weekend. And next week, it will be an episode spotlight 38, 39, and 40. So next week, we will play those episodes. So we'll play. Let's try to take a quick look. Come on, Evil Menu, stop lagging. Not Omnibus, latest episodes. So next week we'll play either the Flashpoint. We'll play the. We'll start. Okay. Next week we'll play the Fracture Godsphere. Then we'll play the Legion Convergence out of Unmaking. And if all goes well, we'll play the Flashtastic Voyage and the Flash to the Future. And of course, next week we will play with hero players. So if you have a hero character, bring it out next week. And our friend Cthulhu is asking, are you hyped for the Fantastic Four in the MCU? Not at all. Seeing what they're doing with the characters right now, I don't have any hope of a good Fantastic Four movie. Quantum is mentioning he saw some video on other channels about episode 42. Oh yeah, episode 42 looks fine. I played some of the Open World missions a bit. I gathered the collections for episode 42, unless there's some changes. Right now, the collections are not really worth it. The styles we will get for episode 42 are the Martian Manhunter and some sort of a six-dimension Warden. Oh yeah, and it features the World Forger. That is true. I saw an image of the World Forger. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Technically, it could almost have been like a Metal Part 3, but they made it into its own thing with Legion of Doom. And yes, we will have also the Ultraviolet Lanterns. It's going to be a bit weird though. Basically, we're going to be fighting the Legion of Dooms and the evil Lex Luthor. Uh, for heroes, it's not a big deal. It's business as usual. But for people who are playing villains, it's gonna be strange a bit to go after to fight their own faction. And even worse, if Lex Luthor is your mentor, you will end up fighting your own mentor. So that's gonna be a sad bit. So I guess we're pretty much done for today, guys. So next week, it's going to be episode spotlight 38, 39, and 40. So we are going to play those episodes with hero players. And that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. Oh, Droop is asking about the Blue Beetle. I've heard a few rumors about that. I'm not sure which is true. Basically, the Blue Beetle style was supposed to be available in December. Turns out that we are going to get the Beetle style only in January. I thought we might get it from the daily rewards, but someone mentioned that apparently it is going to be in the anniversary event vendor. I'm not sure if it is true, so take that with a huge grain of salt, but apparently the Blue Beetle style will be on the anniversary event vendor. Uh, but I can't really confirm that. Oh, Manhunter is also, yeah, Martian Manhunter has a new look. Basically, it's the new 52 look that they're giving him, from what I understand. Luthor L, I have no idea at this point. I'm gonna have to look it up. So, guys, I hope you guys had a good, a happy Thanksgiving. Some of you guys might celebrate it this weekend. So I hope you guys have a good weekend. Again, next week we'll play again. We'll play some episode spotlight missions. And have a good weekend, guys. Have a good week. Thank you to everyone who came to play with us. You guys are awesome. Thank you to everyone who watched the stream. You guys are awesome. I obviously the channel wouldn't be there without you guys. So I'm very grateful, guys, that you. And speaking of Thanksgiving, and let's talk about things we're grateful for. I'm very grateful for you guys to come to play with us. For you guys who watch the stream. For you guys who comment in the stream. Commenting, talking with you through the chat. It's always a fun experience. So, guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye, guys.